After the volcano's eruption, the village became a purgatory. Fires were burning everywhere. The ground turned red. The corpses haphazardly fell to the ground. There were faint cries for help and cries. Galadriel searches for survivors. At this time, a teenager emerged from the thick smoke. It is Theo.
Are you hurt? Stay with me.
Queen and Isildur encountered a house collapse while rescuing the survivors. Isildur was buried under the rubble to save Queen. When Captain escaped with Queen and others, Captain found Queen's eyes were blinded in this disaster. They finally got to a safe place. Captain also learned the bad news about his son. He was sorrowful and let go of his son's horse. Galadriel took Theo to check the surroundings. Looking at the smoky volcano and countless orcs, the always proud Galadriel fell into deep self-doubt. But what she has to do now is take Theo to find Númenórean rendezvous.
Why soldier then?
Perhaps we can make one of you yet.
Galadriel gave Theo his saber and told Theo to learn to control his emotions. During the night, they escaped from the orcs' search repeatedly. Finally, they reunited with the Númenórean the following day. Theo rushed into the tent, looking for his mother. There were wounded everywhere. Galadriel came to find Queen outside the tent. She knelt on the ground to apologize to her.
Fault that is. Mine alone.
Our ships are waiting, my queen. Let us put this land behind our sails.
Queen intends to leave in an hour. They will leave a garrison to escort the villagers to a safe place to live. The queen needs no pity from Galadriel. She vows to destroy the land and avenge the dead Númenórean.
Do not spend your pity on me, elf. Save it. For our enemies. Númenor will return.
Then the elves will be ready.
Captain also burst into tears at this time, once again expressing the sadness of not being able to save his son. After watching Queen's ship leave, Galadriel was about to report back to Lindon. But she learned from Bronwyn that Bran was still alive, but seriously injured. Galadriel decides to take him back to Lindon for healing. With the clan's farewell, they set out to Lindon. Harfoots also suffered damage from the volcanic eruption along the way. They looked at the burnt fruit trees, could not find food to eat. The patriarch could only shamelessly ask the mysterious person for help. He touched the burnt fruit tree and chanted a spell in his mouth, but it didn't work. He looked at the patriarch with guilt. The patriarch knew he was not malicious, took out the constellation map to him, hoping he could return to his hometown. He didn't say anything, turned and left. The next morning, they found the charred orchards had come back to life and were full of fruit. The magic of the mysterious man was effective. Poppy found a suspicious footprint while fetching water in the river. She and Nori found the three white-robed men chasing the footprints. They went to the tree to detect the direction the mysterious man was leaving. Nori jumped out and pointed in the opposite direction to them. They teleported to Nori's side. Nori's father saw his daughter in danger and held a torch to protect Nori. Unexpectedly, the man extinguished the torch with his hands and burned the supplies they migrated. The next day, Nori and Poppy were going to find the mysterious man and inform him that he was in danger. Their behavior moved all the clan members. The whole clan decided to go together. Elrond returned to Khazad-dûm with the dead leaves to find the king of dwarves. He offered to exchange 500 years of supplies for the right to use the mithril mine.
In exchange for access to your mithril mines, the elves are prepared to furnish this city with game, grain, for the next 5 centuries.
Tell me, why should we trust any elf?
The king refused his request. Durin was very unhappy with his father's decision. Elrond came to say goodbye to Durin. He returned the mithril Durin had given him and then left. But when Durin found mithril near the charred dead leaves, the leaves returned to normal. Durin stopped Elrond from leaving and decided to mine mithril without telling the king. After digging, a large area of the mithril mine was found. But at this moment, the king found them. The king was so angry that he drove Elrond out of Khazad-dûm and sealed the entire mine up.
Seal it up.
On Adar's side, he reminded orcs that there was a shroud of smoke and dust. The sun would not harm them. The orcs cheered.